Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast, featuring Commissioner Christine King, where all voices are heard.
Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast. I am your host, Christine King, Chairwoman of the City of Miami Commission and Commissioner for District 5. Today we are on location at the beautiful Legion Park where we're having a jazz concert, and my guests are the talent, Damien Escobar and Adam Hawley. Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast, guys.
All right, great to be here.
So good to be here.
So I love jazz music. I actually love all types of music, but I love jazz music, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. I had this idea. I want to bring jazz to Miami.
Yeah.
And I had seen both of you at the Seabreeze Jazz Festival,
Yeah.
and I was so impressed. And when we thought about doing it and when and where, I was asked, well, who are your top two pick for the concert? And I said, both of you, and both of you were available. And I said, look at God.
Come on, now.
Shining down on me. Shining down on me.
Yeah.
So this podcast really talks about, I try to inspire people with the podcast, particularly young people, and show them folks that are doing what they love.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into music and transitioning that into a successful career?
Come on.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Well, as long as I can remember, I wanted to play the guitar specifically. And, my parents, they're still holding out for law school. They say, even now, But my parents were amazing. They signed me up for music lessons. And I told them, I'm originally from Oregon, and I told them I really want to move to LA and pursue being a musician. And I just wouldn't let it go. And then even at one point, my mom said, well, even Jesus was a carpenter. So, they were like, try to, can you put something else in there? But it was just a singular thought from the beginning. And I started touring at 11.
Wow.
And it was in a bluegrass band, believe it or not. And just someone else that was taking lessons from my first teacher had a band already. And we were at the child band touring around Oregon and Washington. And but the thing that got me into jazz was, I can still remember it. I had just got my license. I was 16, and I heard George Benson breezing on the radio, and it blew my mind. And I thought it was a new record. It sounded so fresh, so pristine, so in the moment, even though, it was many decades old at that point. And that set me down this, incredible path. So it's been an amazing journey. Last thing I'll say, I found my parents' record collection. They had Motown, they had Stevie Wonder, they had Earth, Wind and Fire. And the reason why I bring up Earth, Wind and Fire is I moved to LA. I got my first record deal, and it was with Maurice White, who was the founder and one of the lead singers of Earth, Wind and Fire. So it was a full circle moment, finding those records when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, spinning them, and then signing to his label in 2015. And now I have my own record label. So it's been an amazing journey.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
How about you?
I mean, for me, violin for me was just love at first note, right? I'm from Jamaica, Queens. So in Jamaica, Queens, you think about Jamaica, Queens, you think Tribe Called Quest, Naughty by Nature, think hip hop, then you think Queens, right? So I was this young kid that just fell in love with the violin because for me, it was the first instrument that I ever heard that was so close to the voice. I couldn't sing for my life, right? So I had to take it in third grade. I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and it was my turn to take it. Now, I was first introduced to it when I was 6. And when you're 6 and you're the youngest in the house, is don't touch it because you may break it.
Right.
Don't break your brother's instrument. And, you tell a 6-year-old you can't do something, I want to do it more, right? And for me, that's what it was. I wanted to double down on it. And I waited 2 years patiently. And when it was my chance to take it, that was it. Like I ran with it. I fell in love with it. I was just inseparable from the instrument. Like it did something to me emotionally when I hear the instrument. And music for me has always been a very emotional and emotive moment, even to this day. Like if my biggest thing is if it can make you feel something, it's special, right? And that's what it was to me as a kid. Like Classical music at that point for me made me feel something. Soul music make like Adam. I grew up in the house listening to like a really eclectic blend of music, right? It was 80s rock, it was Motown, you name it. And my goal was to make my instrument sing like them. Now, when it comes to jazz music, I don't really consider myself a jazz artist, right? That's the beauty about music and beauty about instrumental music, because it's left up to the listener to interpret. You know, like I really consider what I do contemporary soul, right? It's there's no real boundary. Like
Right.
I don't know all of the technical licks of a jazz art, not at all. But I'm an instrumentalist, and I've been lucky enough to be welcomed into this space over the past 7-8 years, and it's been something that is very, very special. And at the beauty about it is being around great instrumentalists. It pushes you to step your game up as an artist, right? Like jazz is a special genre, like smooth jazz to that end, because it's real fans, and that's beautiful. It's not about what you look like. It's not about none of that. People are showing up because they legitimately love the music and they have a love for music. And that is special, especially when we think about today, where music is as a whole, where it's such a temporary moment because it's always something new. Jazz and smooth jazz is something that just stands the test of time. So
Right.
kudos to you for bringing it to Miami.
Absolutely. I think we share the same story. My father was a classically trained pianist.
Okay.
And because of his love of music, and that's what it was, a love of music,
Yeah.
that I was exposed to so many different genres of music.
Wow.
Records that my parents had. My mother had Lou Rawls.
Woo. Come on.
She had
bit of fun.
Another Love Like Mine. You know, I can sing almost any song from any era
Wow.
of, and I like hip hop, I like rap, I like classical, I like jazz, I like opera music.
Wow.
Music is universal. And like you said, it has no face.
Right.
It is everyone and no one
Yeah.
all mixed up into one.
I like that.
And you see that when you go to these huge jazz festivals.
Yeah.
You're sitting next to someone from Oregon, you're sitting next to New York,
Yep.
here. It doesn't matter. We all come together to enjoy music.
Yep.
Music. And I want to do that here in Miami on a big scale, like the bigger. So this is a taste of jazz, right?
Great to hear.
And I would love to do something like what you see in the other big jazz festivals here in Miami, like at Virginia Key Beach, right? Where there's so much space it could accommodate the hugeness of a real jazz festival. And we're missing that here in Miami. And I wanted to introduce this concept to my community, to my district, and abroad. So thank you again for being here. Thanks.
That's awesome.
You know, music. I bring everything that I love to service.
Yeah.
And that's fitness, music, service, you know, all of that I bring with me. With your musical career, how do you find time to decompress? Because I know like you came in today, you're practicing, you're gonna be out on the road. We also do what it's called Reclaim the Dream. It's a candlelight memorial and gospel concert honoring Dr. King on the anniversary of his assassination.
Wow.
It's a huge concert. It's grown. We're on the 20-something anniversary of that. And I've been dealing with talent and management. I know your manager from that event. And they come in and like they're touring the next day or the day after that. How do you balance that?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, this is a really busy year. We're going to do 65 shows this year. And then when I'm not on the road, I have, as I mentioned a second ago, I have my own record label, 9 artists. So I'm producing for all of them as well. So to be honest, there's not a lot of downtime. But I do really enjoy the back and forth of that, of if I'm home, there's something to work on. It's not getting on a plane, but it's still really invigorating in terms of being creative, working on new music. And I love the studio. It's like a magic trick. There's no song, and then all of a sudden there is a song, and then a few months later it comes out, and they hear it on the radio, and it's like it never gets old, you know? And so I think for me, it's more of that dichotomy of going back and forth between, you know, working on records, then jumping on a plane. Last 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to do a show in Duck, North Carolina, and a tropical cyclone came in. So we found out on the first flight that the festival was canceled. So now, what do? Do you turn back around after the first flight, where our bags are going to go
Right.
on the second plane?
Mm-hmm.
So we took the second flight. Long story short, 23 hours of travel just to get home and lose our bags still. So the saying is, you play for free and you get paid for the travel, right?
You know, and aren't we having that right now? Because it's rained a couple of times today. It's holding out, but there's a hurricane in the ocean that's affecting our weather. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Are we going to have to cancel? I don't want to cancel.
No.
But
Show must go on.
the show must go on. How about you?
Yeah, so for me, I decompress on the stage, right? Stage is home, and the reality is when it comes to touring, it being so brutal, it's a choice you make as an artist, right? Especially, you know, I got family at home. It's a lot, you know. It becomes a lot because there is no real break.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go home, you got the kids, you got the family, and everything else that you have in life. You know, but it's really an exchange of energy for people. Doing it for so long, again, it's deeper than the money. You have to find purpose in it, right? And I'm of the mind state that these gifts were given to give away. I can't take it with me, right? We can't take it with us. And people need it. People
Absolutely.
need the healing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know?
Music is spiritual.
100%.
Music is spiritual. But like, I know for me, with service, I love it. You actually can't do what you do if you don't love it, because you won't do it well.
That's right.
I love service, but if I wasn't able to run, I would go crazy.
I hear that.
I need that.
I hear
And so that's why I asked, with you being on the road so much, and like, I run and I read.
Okay.
And now I crochet.
Okay.
If
You do that top?
I've made a sweater, but I haven't added the sleeves yet. But I'm a self-taught crocheter, and I picked it up last year, November.
Wow.
So I'll be doing it for a year next month, right? And YouTube University, shout out to YouTube University. That's how I learned. But so yeah, I was just, because I think about that, what the toll is, because you could look and there's somewhere that you're going like every week, every 2 weeks,
It's
and
crazy.
it's crazy. I'm surprised we were able to book you at such short notice, because I think I came up with the idea 2 months ago,
Wow.
like to the day. 2 months ago, like 2 months ago, I said, let's do this. Let's do it in October. And they were like, okay. Shout out to my staff.
About to say, shout out to the
Shout out to my staff, as they really took this.
interview y'all, man.
And they took it and ran with it. Like, I didn't know. I've been so hands off because I'm in the middle of a campaign as well.
Yeah.
And they have really come through. Do you have a favorite song?
After you. Oh, do I have a favorite song to play or to listen to?
Both.
All right. Favorite song to play. I'm a Gemini, so my favorite song changes every hour. So when I think about a favorite song to play right now, it's a song of mine called Symphony Romance. Really love it. A lot of energy. We're gonna open the show with that tonight.
Okay.
I just love it. Just kind of gets it just gets me going. You know, I love the songs. Feel good, right? Favorite song to listen to. I'm really caught on Folded by Kehlani right now. I love that record. That's such a good record. Like she just really brought like R&B back in a really dope way that was missing. So for me, tomorrow it can be my guy Keon Harrell is another jazz artist. He has a song called Beautiful Day. I encourage everyone to listen to that.
Beautiful Day.
Literally, it's my alarm song when I wake up.
Oh, what?
It's unbelievable.
That's crazy. I listen to a song, and I have an alarm song. I rarely hit I rarely have an alarm. I wake up.
Yeah.
I really wake up to the sun rising, right? But if I have to get up at 6 or 5:30 or something, I wake up to a song. Have I told you lately that I love you?
Wow.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to be jarred awake.
Yeah.
I don't want to be jarred awake. And the other song is Therapy by he passed away, Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Therapy by Mac Miller. And those two are my picks for my alarm song. How about you? Do you have a favorite?
Gosh, okay. I guess of music that's out right now, Leon Thomas is definitely he's really been grabbing me. It's Tune Mutt. I mean, every time it comes on, it's like, let me press repeat on this. And then for the live show, I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite songs. It's not my favorite, but I've been playing Rain by SWV.
I love that.
And I've been doing it.
You did that at the Seabreeze Jazz Festival.
So I've been doing it since my very first concert ever. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, people have seen this. Let me switch it out. Let me do something else. And people came up. They wanted to stab me after the show. You didn't play my song. But
It's beautiful.
man,
It is beautiful.
So yeah, I guess it's wire to wire. I got to keep playing it. I guess.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. One of my favorite jazz songs is My Favorite Things.
Oh yeah.
John Coltrane.
Oh yeah.
Like, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming to a place in the podcast, and I know you have to get out to sound check, so I'm going to get you guys out of here where I ask you a couple of questions. Just, you don't think about it.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite book, or are you reading anything right now?
It's funny you mentioned the YouTube University. I'm doing a lot of that lately. So I guess that's not technically reading, but it's usually something music related. It's not I'm not not that interesting. It's just I'm always figuring out, what's a different way I can put my show together in Ableton, or what's a different way I could, so it's a lot of technical manuals. So
Okay.
Yeah. For me, it'd be two. One is A Gift of Imperfections by Brene Brown. I love Brene Brown.
Okay.
And then the other one is a book called The Lazy CEO. So I read a lot of books on just like self-discovery.
Yes. Okay, great. If you could have dinner with anyone, who would you like to break bread with?
Wow.
Wow.
Dead or alive?
Your pick.
Okay. Dang. I've never been asked this question. Wow. If I had done anybody, who would I want it to be? Anybody. If you got yours, Hawley, feel free.
Yeah, I would say, and people often assume, I'm going to think of a guitarist, but I'm a huge fan of the saxophone too. And I never got to see live or meet Grover Washington. And so, I'm a true fan of the genre of contemporary jazz, smooth jazz, and he was such an important figure. I mean, so that would have been amazing just to spend some time with him. He just played from the soul and was such a big part of, the beginnings of the genre. So, yeah.
Interesting for me, like I can't think of an artist, but I would love to have dinner with my grandma. She passed away when I was 7.
Oh.
So I would just want to talk to her. As an adult.
Yes.
And just ask questions and just learn things about the family that I don't know. So it'd be my grandma.
That's who it would be for me as well.
Yeah.
Wow. My grandmother on my mother's side. Yes.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you guys for being my guests on the Kingdom Podcast.
Yeah.
I look forward to both of you going out and doing your thing. Thank you. Thank you, Miami, for indulging me in bringing jazz to our park, our local park. And I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Commissioner King. Appreciate you.
This has been the Kingdom Podcast. Thank you for joining me.